Good morning children. I welcome you all to the continuation class of the numericals. If you remember, I had solved 7 numericals. Now I would like to repeat the 7th numerical again because the latter part of the numerical was not visible to you. So just have a look at it again. Now in this particular numerical you were given a U-tube, and in that U-tube there was water mercury which was filled up to the same level. Okay, I'll just read out the numerical. A U-tube contains mercury up to the same level. Okay, so water was poured from here. Naturally, when water is poured from here, the level of the mercury will rise up, and that is what you are supposed to find out in this numerical problem. So what all is given to us? Density of mercury is given, density of water is given. You are supposed to find out the height of mercury. Now the formula used over here is that height of water upon height of mercury is equal to density of mercury upon density of water. I have substituted all the values. You can have a look. Okay. Now here, if I want to find out the height of mercury, what do I do? First 10 to the power cancels, 3 cancels, and then I get height of mercury into 13.6 is equal to 13.6 upon 10 to power. What do I do? This 10 to the power minus 2, I bring it down. So it becomes 10 to the power plus 2. And the next step is here. I want to find out the height of mercury. Okay, so I want to find out the height of mercury. The height of mercury would be what it would be? It would be 13.6 into 10 upon 10 to the power 2, and this will go down into 13.6. This will cancel, and I am left with 1 upon 100. And what is 1 upon 100? It is 0.01 meters. In your book, they have found out the answer in centimeters, but we will leave it in meters because that's the SI unit of height. Okay, children? I hope you have understood it. Just have a look. Then I go to the 8th numerical. Okay, now I'm going to start with the 8th numerical problem, and I want you to have a careful look. You can keep your notebooks and pen ready and solve with me. Okay, now the 8th numerical is on hydraulic machines. Now here the numerical problems change. We are going to use the principle of hydraulic machine. Okay, so in a hydraulic machine there is a force of 2 newtons which is being applied on a piston of area of cross section. So here we'll say we are going to use according to principle of hydraulic machine. We are going to use the formula of principle of hydraulic machines. Now what does the formula say? It says F2 upon F1 is equal to A2 upon A1. If you check out, this is the principle of a hydraulic machine. Now what is given to you? They have given you a force of 2 newtons. Okay, the force of 2 newtons is being applied on a piston of area of cross section. Area of cross section corresponding is 10 square centimeters. The area corresponding to the force is 10 square centimeters. What force? So you have to find out F1 will be obtained on the piston of area of cross section 100 square centimeters. Now this is the question. Okay. You know that when the force is given in Newton, the area has to be in square meters. So we need to convert. So that will be 10 to the power minus 4 and 10 to the power minus 4. If we need to convert it to square meters, this will automatically get cancelled, and so will be this. So what do we get? We cross multiply. We get 2 into 10 is equal to F1. So what is the answer for F1? F1 will be 20 newtons. Okay children, so this is question number 8. I want you to have a look at question number 8, how I have solved using the principle of hydraulic machines. After this numerical, we move on to the 9th numerical. Okay, so the 9th numerical, I will read out the 9th numerical to you. All the numericals are based on hydraulic machines now. The 9th numerical, I will read out. What should be the ratio of area of cross section of master cylinder? You have a master cylinder, so I write AM, area of cross section of master cylinder, to area of cross section of wheel cylinder. That I denote by W. You have to find out the ratio of area of cross section of master to wheel when a force of 15 newtons is applied on the brake shoe. Now children, for you to very clearly remember that brake shoe corresponds to the wheel cylinder. Remember brake shoe, I'll write down over here. You can also note down that brake shoe, whenever it is mentioned brake shoe, it corresponds to the wheel cylinder. Okay, this is something for you to remember. That's why I am writing it down. And the other one is pedal, and the pedal corresponds to the master cylinder. Okay, just learn this. This numerical is based on hydraulic brake. Okay, so the ratio of area of master to wheel you have to find out, okay. And what else is given? 15 newtons is on the brake shoe. So I will write 15 newtons down because brake shoe corresponds to wheel, okay. And the other force is 0.5 newton, that is on the pedal, and pedal corresponds to master cylinder, okay. So very simple, it's a very direct question. AM ratio AW you are supposed to find out. That will be equal to, I remove the decimal, 5 upon 150. The Newton cancels with the Newton. I get 1 upon 30. So your answer is AM upon AW, that is area of master upon area of wheel, is equal to 1 upon 30, or you can say it is 1 ratio 30. So that's your numerical number 9. Just have a look at it. Numerical number 9. Please remember this and learn it up, okay? Because if you inverse it, then the answer would be 30 ratio, which is wrong. It should be 1 ratio 30. Now let's move on to the 10th numerical problem, okay? I am erasing this. We go to the 10th numerical problem. Let's see what's given in the 10th numerical problem. I'll read out the question to you. The area of pistons in a hydraulic machine are 5 square centimeters and 625 square centimeters. So here you have two pistons. One is having a smaller area, so we write down AS upon AB. S refers to smaller, B refers to bigger. So area of smaller upon area of bigger is equal to force of smaller upon force of bigger. This is again principle of hydraulic machines. If we take F2 upon F1 is equal to A2 upon A1, the same thing is over here. Smaller upon bigger, smaller upon bigger. This is principle of hydraulic machines. Now let's see what values we have. We substitute 5 square centimeters is for the smaller upon 625 square centimeters is for the bigger. We multiply both by 10 to the power minus 4. Now why do we do that? Because we need to convert square centimeters to square meters. And what else is given to you? The force on the smaller piston. What force on the smaller? Means you have to find out the force on the smaller piston will be able to support a load of 1250 newtons. So 1250 newtons is the force on the bigger. So this information is provided to you in the question. Now let's see, this cancels, this also cancels, this comes 1 upon 125 is equal to Fs upon 1250 newtons. We are supposed to find out the force on the smaller. Let's cross multiply. 125 into the force of the smaller is equal to 1250 newtons. Now we have to find out the force on the smaller. That will be 1250 upon 125. And this cancels and the answer is 10 Newton on the smaller piston. Okay, so remember that we are using all the numericals so far which we have solved. We are using the principle of hydraulic machines. Whether we are using a hydraulic brake or we are using something like a smaller or a bigger, it refers to the same principle, that is F2 upon F1 is equal to A2 upon A1. Just have a look at this numerical and then we move on to the next numerical, that is numerical number 11. Okay, now we go to the 11th numerical problem. I hope you are able to understand the numerical problems. 11th numerical problem. The diameter of the neck and the bottom. So you have been given the diameter of the neck, that corresponds to 2 centimeters, and the diameter of the bottom of the bottle is 10 centimeters. Okay, the diameters are given to you. And what else is given? It is completely filled with oil, and if if the cork in the neck is pressed with a force, so the force in the neck is equal to 1.2 kgf. You are supposed to find out the force at the bottom. So here again principle of hydraulic machines. So what we will do, we will say force on neck upon force of bottom is equal to area of neck upon area of bottom. Principle of hydraulic machines. Now what is, let's substitute the value 1.2 kgf is equal to force on bottom which we want to find out. Now here area, they have given you the diameter, but the formula for area is pi r square. Why pi r square? I'll explain. See, suppose if this is the bottle, right? This is the neck of the bottle, this is the base of the bottle. You can see it forms a cylinder. It's a cylindrical thing, and area of cylinder is pi r square. If you want to find out the area of the tubular portion, it is pi r square. So that's why it's pi r square and pi r square neck and pi r square bottom. Now see, pi is common, so it will get cancelled. Now what I get? 1.2 upon F. Force on the base, this will be in kgf, will be equal to, now I know the diameter but I need to find out the radius. Now you all know that radius is half of diameter, so it will be, neck will be 1 into 1, because half of 2 is 1, into 10 to the power minus 4. Why? Because it has to be in square meters, upon radius of base will be 5 into 5, because half of 10, see diameter is 2, half is 1, diameter is 10, half is 5. So instead of diameter I have taken the radius, into 10 to the power minus 4. I hope you understood, children. This will cancel, okay, and I cross multiply, I get 1.2 into 5 5s are 25 is equal to the force on the base. And what is 1.2 into 25? That works out to 30 kgf. That works out to 30 kgf. So 30 kgf is the force on the base. This is the way. You have to be a little more careful with this part, because the diameter is given, you are going to use the radius, that is you are going to half it, and plus you will use the formula pi r square. The area is not directly mentioned in this question. So you have to be a little more careful in solving this numerical problem. And this has also got a second part, which is a theory part, that name the law or the principle used. You all know principle used is principle of hydraulic machines, and the law used is Pascal's law. Okay children, just have a look, and then we move on to the 12th numerical problem. Just have a look carefully. See, whatever the case is, you have to do the conversion, because the force is in kgf, this has to be in meters. That is very, very important. If it is getting cancelled still, okay. Now we move on to the 12th numerical problem. Okay children, now the 12th numerical problem is here for you. I am reading out the 12th numerical problem. It says a force of 50 kgf is applied on the smaller piston. So Fs is 50 kgf on the smaller piston is applied, and the force exerted on larger or the bigger piston has to be found out. Okay, what else is given? If the diameter, now again the diameters are given. The diameters of the piston, the smaller piston is 5 centimeters and that of the bigger piston is 25. See, it is a similar type of question. Exactly similar to question number 11. So very quickly I'll guide you through. Force on smaller upon force of bigger is pi r square of the smaller upon pi r square of the bigger. Now pi will get cancelled. I'll put the value 50 kgf upon the force of the bigger is equal to what will be the radius? It will be 2.5 into 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, upon, I hope you are understanding, this will be half of 25, 12.5 into 12.5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay children, half of the diameter and half of this diameter. I cancel the common things are cancelled. So it will be 50 into 12.5 into 12.5 upon, this will come here, 2.5 into 2.5 will be equal to the force on the bigger. I am leaving this question here. I want you to solve it on your own and find out the answer to this question. Okay, so please solve it on your own. After this I move on to the 13th numerical. I am waiting for some time. You can have a look at this question. You can copy it down, and then I go to the 13th question. Okay, now we move on to the 13th question, which is the second last question, okay, of the numerical exercise, that is 13. Two cylindrical vessels, one having piston A and the other piston B. So they have given you area of cross section of A. Area of cross section of A is given to be 8 square centimeters, and area of cross section of B is given to be 320 square centimeters, and they are joined together. Then there is a mass of 4 kg on A. So force on A is 4 kg, but you can write it as kgf. Not kg, but kgf. Okay, we assume the mass to be the force of gravity, so we write down here U as 4 kgf, and we have to remember FB. Okay children, again principle of hydraulic machines, but this question has 3 parts. First of all, you are supposed to find out pressure on A. Now the pressure on A, which formula? Thrust upon area, that is force upon area. What is the force children? The force is 4, and what is the area? The area is 8. So that will come to 1 by 2, and it would be 0.5 kgf per per square centimeters, right children? And then the next one, you have to find out pressure on B. But in that, we don't know the force on B. So first of all, what will I do? I will use the principle of hydraulic machine. I will say FA upon FB is equal to A, or area of A upon area of B. Let me put the values. What is FA? FA is 4 upon, I want to find out the force on B, is equal to area of A is 8 upon area of B is 320. And here with kgf, I need to convert, okay, to square meters, which is going to get cancelled. This will also cancel. 8 4s are 32. So finally, FB will be, I cross multiply 4 into 40, that is 160 kgf is the force on B, which is actually the third part. You are supposed to find out the force, the thrust on B. That is the third part of the numerical. This is the first part, and now I do the second. The second is you are supposed to find out the pressure on B. Thrust upon area is the formula. Very simple. Thrust I have already found out 160. And area is given to be 320. It cancels out and I get, I get it as 1 by 2, that is 0.5 kgf per square centimeters. So all the three parts are there for question number 13. Please have a look. And then I move on to question number 14, which is the last numerical of this exercise. Children, have a careful look at the numerical and try to understand how I have used the formula. Every time I am using the principle of hydraulic machines, I am taking care of the conversions wherever required. In this case, you can see I haven't done the conversion. But in this case, where I needed to find out the answer in kgf, I did the conversion. Is that clear, children? Now we move on to the last, and that is the 14th numerical of this exercise. Let's do the 14th numerical. It is also based on hydraulic machines. First of all, it is given what force is applied on a piston of area of cross section. So we say, let us suppose F2 upon F1 is A2 upon A1. What force? Let us take that force to be F1 question mark is applied on area A1, that is 2 square centimeters, when a force of 150 newtons is applied on an area of 12 square centimeters. It's a very direct question. F2 upon F1 is A2 upon A1, children. F2 150 upon F1 you want to find out is equal to 12 into 10 to the power minus 4 square meters upon 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 square meters. The common things cancel. This comes to 6. So F1 into 6 is 150 newtons. Therefore, what will be F1? It will be 150 divided by 6, and that works out to 25 newtons. Okay, children. So with this, we finish with all the 14 numericals. You can have a look. This is the 14th numerical. Very quickly, I tell you, we have basically used 3 different types of formulas. First of all, we have used the formula pressure is thrust upon area. Secondly, we use the formula pressure is H rho G. Okay, children. Thirdly, we also use the formula of hydraulic machines in these numericals. And the most important thing is that when the diameters are given, we first convert it to the radius, that is divided by 2, and then we use the area formula pi r square. I want you to go through all the numericals carefully, solve them on your own, and when I have a doubt class, that is tomorrow, you can come out with your doubts and I will clear all your doubts. Okay? Thank you, children.